Do not type to me right now. I swear to God, I will literally destroy you.
Oh my god, Mike.
Hi guys, welcome to 3 Shots of Espresso. I'm Alicia.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Soyeon.
Why'd you say that so long? And I'm so young.
Why can't you?
You know what? I'm judging her.
You don't have to judge me every single step of the way, Alicia.
I like it.
So
it's a power move. I'm so dominant. So I'm so submissive.
Uh-huh.
Bitch. Oh, I'm kidding. It's fine. We're good.
Yeah, are you good?
I think I'm good. I'm hoping that this episode, I'm trying to release it literally in the new year. We've been releasing every episode on the Friday. And you know what's funny is that one of the Fridays is January 1st, 2021. Wow, she did not plan that. And he did not plan that. We did this. Guys, it just worked out to be like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, if you're wondering, it's December 3rd now, but we want to welcome everybody to the new year. Yay! Woo! We should get a soundboard. Goes like the audience going, yeah!
Oh god.
Oh god, no. That would be fun to click though, not gonna lie.
No, I would love it. I would love to have like a soundboard. That's for the next section of our this podcast, like where we could be like what we want to have in the next
We need to have Patreon. No, I'm just joking. We don't have that.
We should. We have a GoFundMe.
Oh god, no we don't.
Anyways, what was I saying? Welcome 2021. So obviously we were a little sketchy in the beginning of 2020 because we didn't have a podcast really. Yeah, I know Akil's typing. I'm sorry. If you guys hear typing in the back, it's literally Akil and he's ruining my life. I just want to say welcome everybody. We started the freaking year off with no podcast. God, we had a podcast in 2019 and then we picked it back up. So we thought maybe it's suitable to end the year and kind of wrap it up. So we'll be talking about that.
I was just gonna say, do you remember when we were just like, hey, let's just start it back up? Because I honestly don't remember.
I don't remember that, but when we started, we like never stopped, like every week, except for like a couple of weeks for like
which is good. I think we're trying to keep on schedule, you know.
Yeah, and it's like it doesn't really take that long to record an episode. It's like an hour and a half. And it's pretty nice just being able to talk to you guys. So
It just sucks for whoever's editing this, Alicia, but she did say she wanted to edit it. So we gave her that, you know? We gave it to her. She said she wanted to take it, so we were like, okay, fine, you know? So now she has it.
Okay, listen. The last thing I remembered, you guys didn't have video editing software, and you said don't you have Adobe Premiere Pro? I was like, yes, I do, and then that's why it took so long to get all over, because everything was up on, was it SoundCloud in 2019?
Yeah, it was originally because that's kind of where we thought everything started, but then after we found out that you can only upload so much onto SoundCloud.
You have to get Pro,
which is so stupid.
It's so dumb, and I just felt a little bit pressured, or what's it called? Anxious is the word, to like use Adobe Premiere Pro because I am more comfortable with Final Cut, and that's because like in school that's what we learned, Final Cut. So when I saw it, I was like, I'm not doing this. I know like technically I can, but I don't want to. But then finally bursted my bubble, was able to get all that done. So that is why technically I would say we started in 2020, like officially.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? Like, yeah, we recorded it some in 2019 and the idea started then, but like we've been consistent, I think, with
Yeah.
skipping Fridays here and there due to me, but otherwise it's been not bad, I would say. And we're like backlogged.
The fact that we started in Alicia's basement, you know?
Oh my god, we literally started from the bottom and now we're literally here.
Yeah, literally.
That's the tea. What is the worst thing that has happened this year? Everyone's like, COVID, dumb bitch.
Yeah, probably COVID. One other thing for me personally, but it's kind of sad still. So I'd rather not talk about it. But yeah, it hasn't been a good year. I don't think, at least not for me.
2020 is like, no one wants to say. I mean, everyone wants to say, "Oh my god, it's so shit. Let's like restart it." I want next year's really 2020 because I think it's that like whole number vibe. You know what I mean? Like 2010 is a whole number, like stuff like that. So I feel like people tend to say throw the whole year away, but I think this year kind of needed to happen. Maybe not the pandemic. I think the world. I think it was an excuse for the world to be on pause, to take like a really reflective moment, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I guess.
Like, for me, sometimes I feel like I manifested this. Like, when you're like, oh my god, I'm in a simulation. Because one time I was like so stressed out with work, so stressed out with just life in general. And I was just like, oh my god, I just need everything to stop. I need everything to pause. Literally next month later, COVID. And I was like, oh, everything's like literally on pause. And it has been on pause, really. Like, yeah, things are going by and stuff is still going on. It sucks that like people's lives have to be, you know what I mean? Like, their lives are at risk and stuff like that, but I also understand the need for the pause. It's like we wouldn't realize. I honestly think Black Lives Matter is like taken a lot more seriously this year, but then you also realize realize. Okay, Tumblr 2010. You realize that like who the shitty people are in your life and who are like good people. You're like, oh, you're an anti-masker. Well, you're like actually taking those precautions. Or are you a Blue Lives Matter, All Lives Matter person? Or are you a Black Lives Matter person? And educated and completely understanding what's happening. Are you a Trump supporter, or are you just a supporter of good leadership and not choosing, are you a Republican or a Democrat? You are just choosing a rightful leader to represent your country. It's just like because everything's on pause, and I think because everyone has no choice, because a lot of people have been laid off from work, a lot of people have been dealing with so much like turmoil in terms of funerals and deaths and just like all of that. I just feel like you have no choice but to take a look at the world and where we stand. And I just feel like, I keep saying I just feel like there's just we're just like, okay, like this is our world. Let's fucking fix it. Like the only good thing, one of the good things I think this year happened is that Biden got elected.
Yeah.
Even though Trump says he won, but let's just not even get into that. But you know what I mean? That's one of the good things is like there's some faith in our fucking youth. Holy shit.
Yeah.
But it was starting to feel a little hopeless there for a moment.
Yep, it did. I just feel like so much has happened that like me just trying to think back about 2020, I can't pinpoint. Oh man, I can pinpoint certain things, but it's just like there's so much going through my mind. I wouldn't know where to start if someone didn't ask me specifically about certain things, Like there's just so much that happened.
Yeah.
It's honestly been a crazy year.
Obviously the biggest thing is COVID, and it has been kind of looming over our heads, and it's kind of been miserable in that sense of we have to stay in and we have to take care of the people that we care about, but also you're witnessing really aggressive people and mean people, and you're like, wow, there's no way this world is real. A part of me likes to be optimistic and think that not everyone's evil, not everyone is stupid. As
That's where you get taken advantage of. But okay.
And then that's how you get backstabbers be backstabbers.
Honestly,
it's just a big part of it has always been, for me, I don't expose myself with that many dumbasses, and just to see the news and like you're just like, fuck, you're so stupid. And like people, they make them viral, right? So like they have those like Karen videos and stuff like that, so you're just like, oh my god, like this is like our generation, like we have to deal with this fucking bullshit. It's so stupid,
right.
And if you want to know, I have a current events on my journal, and if we can, I'm gonna probably go through it just like quickly. So every single bullet journal I write in current events, because I used to be obsessed. I don't know, I was kind of into like the news because I was going into journalism, so I like to record down like basic current trendy events. But literally on January 1st, it had the Australian bushfires. Remember that?
Oh yeah, it started off really bad. Yeah.
Oh yes, I remember that.
And it lasted for like 2 months, I would say, just to clean up all of that. And it was like so sad to see so many endangered species. Yeah, like burnt to a crisp. Or like, it was funny because there was a viral video, I don't know if you guys remember this, it was on Twitter, of a koala crawling into a car of humans.
I think I saw.
Yeah, and like it's known that koalas are very scared of humans and stuff like that. So it kind of showed like, oh, they're so in desperate need of like survival that they're willing to like drink these water bottles that are handed by humans in a really strange vehicle. Yeah. And then on January 7th, there was a Ukrainian plane and it crashed and killed 69 Canadians.
Oh no, I remember that.
That's all in 1 month, guys.
Oof.
You're getting me really sad.
But and I'm like, you want to know what's sadder? January 14th, Vanessa and Austin Butler split up. I'm kidding. Vanessa Hudgens and Austin Butler broke up.
Ooh.
Exactly.
Next.
Oh my god. Okay, so in Canada, I don't know how early. I think it's everybody. Most lockdowns happened in March, right, guys?
Yep.
January 25th. First reported coronavirus case in Ontario. January, bro. That should have been like foreshadowing our future. We should have been like, oh.
Because what I think happened is that everyone was just like, oh my god, it's kind of like SARS, And I think SARS, we only had like 44 cases or something.
Yeah.
And then all these like...
That bitch grew.
No, all the like less than smart people are like, okay, whatever. Like they don't really care. They don't really take precautions.
Yeah.
And then now look what happened.
They're still not taking precautions.
No, yeah, exactly. Some people still think it's a hoax or whatever.
Oh, there's genuine people.
The government's controlling us, honestly.
Jake Paul deadass said it was a hoax, and I'm like, okay, why do people still listen to this man? January 26th. I know you guys probably don't really follow him, but Kobe Bryant dies in a helicopter crash with his daughter.
Well, I remember that.
Yep.
That, like, I don't know, it was just like, I think the whole world was like, oh, ow, like, it really hurt, dude. Because I think he's kind of iconic,
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people looked up to him.
Yeah, 100%.
And also it sucked that he was with his daughter too, and her daughter.
That's like what hurt me the most.
It's like she was so young, and yeah.
Like you?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Bad joke.
Stop.
A really positive news, which is like rare. On February 9th, Parasite won Best
Oh yeah, the
Film.
3 Oscars, right?
Yes, and like the major one, which is best
Best
film
film, yeah. That was a really happy day for my dad.
for Koreans.
Mm,
For
yeah,
Koreans
yeah,
everywhere.
I would say for all Asians. I'm gonna like
yeah, true. Mhm.
Yes, but like all the Koreans I knew were like jumping out of their seats. Trust
yeah,
me.
yeah. I think for like most Asians, like it's really hard to see that because I'm so used to Meryl Streep movie winning. You know,
Mhm.
very generic white old lady.
Well, I like Meryl Streep though.
No,
I mean, no one says no, yeah, she's talented, of course, that's why she's been winning, you know?
Yeah.
but I don't think she needs to win 7 times in her year. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Where are we? And then it goes to March 9th. Pandemic declared.
I mean, yep, that's what happened.
Oh my god, do
Yeah.
you remember when people were like buying all that toilet paper and stuff? And
Yes.
Lysol? Like I went everywhere. Okay, actually funny story. So we were looking for Lysol everywhere, but we couldn't find it. And then we went to Costco and we saw the Costco brand Lysol. And then Nick's like, oh, but I would rather buy like name brand Lysol, you know? So then we didn't buy it.
Mm.
But then that sold out so quickly. And like we couldn't get our hands on
Oh.
Lysol until like 3 months later. Like we
You
were like,
should've just bought that one, you know,
I know.
a lot of brands like Kirkland are
No,
made by
it's
Lysol
literally okay.
company.
It's
I know,
Nick
I
that said that.
know.
It's she
Yeah.
would buy it. Yeah, like
I would have bought it, but then Nick was like, you know, we should wait for Lysol to come back. And I was like, okay, I guess we can wait, but it took a while for it to come back. But now we stocked up. We have like 4
Mm.
different kinds of Lysol, like the
Mhm.
sprays and the wipes, so we're good.
I just don't get why people had to hoard toilet paper.
I
Like,
don't know.
how much pooping did you think you were gonna do?
Like a lot of pooping.
Yeah,
Like I guess
I
they
don't get it.
thought
Maybe because they were
when
full of
they
shit. That's why they bought more toilet paper.
I
That's the
think
only
like
reasonable explanation.
I think they thought like somehow like if they got COVID, they would be shitting like crazy. Like that would be one of the symptoms or something. So maybe that's why they stocked up. I'm not
I
quite
don't
sure.
think that was it. I think honestly, have you ever been brought to the question, what are the 3 things in the entire world you would bring with you on the deserted island? Okay. And
Toilet paper.
It would not be toilet paper.
people would say toilet paper because they're like, I'm not wiping my ass on these trees or whatever the fuck, right? Like it's actually like really common. It was a genuine statistic of like people putting toilet paper as like a survival need.
Why don't you just wash your ass?
Exactly.
As any
The
normal
day is
person would do.
technically more environmentally friendly too. So
That's such a first world problem.
Honestly.
so that's what they thought. So
You're really wasting one of your items on toilet paper?
I know. You
God.
could do like I don't even know. A knife.
That's exactly what
a
I was
knife.
thinking.
Flint.
Yeah, some sort of fire starter.
And
And
then
then I would probably pick something waterproof.
oh yeah.
I don't
Like a
know,
tarp.
something
Oh,
good.
or the
Yeah,
water filter bottle.
A Brita filter.
Yeah.
a Brita
Oh,
filter.
God.
Shut
I don't
the
know
fuck
if that
up.
would
Work.
totally work with salt water, but I guess you could also boil the water. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Sorry.
We've never been in a pandemic before. Like nobody in this generation has been in a pandemic like this before.
Right.
So obviously they were like, I don't know what the fuck to do. So people stocking up on canned foods and like the shelves of Walmart were gone. Like if you guys went to Walmart in Brampton, shit was gone.
But I kind of don't get what went through people's mind. Like, did they think it was like everything was gonna like the whole city was gonna shut down and there's gonna be like a barren wasteland outside?
I think it was
Like,
out
I
of
don't get
panic.
it.
I think when people panic and are scared, people show the worst sides of themselves, and that was what it was. It was hoarding. It was being greedy. And the thing is like, yeah, of course, Thomas, like maybe me, you, so young, don't feel like we were scared, but we don't feel necessarily like to be greedy, to be needing all those things. But I think like my mom and my dad, who have hoarded toilet paper, they aren't completely educated So when you say some pandemic, they think zombie apocalypse. Does that make sense?
No, I
Yeah,
know.
that's kind of what I was
Yeah.
thinking they were thinking, but it's just like, come on, guys.
That's funny. That's all I have in all of March was coronavirus pandemic declared, national emergency declared in U.S., Ontario, and then skip April because apparently we're still
Oh,
so I didn't
yeah.
learn anything. J.K. Rowling comes around.
No.
Oh, she's been so active about like that on Twitter. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, it's it's an what's it called, transphobic tweet.
She really hates
transphobic
people.
tweet that came out. That was June 6th. And then June 8th, our favorite YouTube channel is racist, bitch.
Oh.
Bone Apple Teeth.
Oh god. Yeah, I
We
don't
don't like
watch them anymore.
Literally, we all unsubscribed that day. And I think what hurt us the most. Okay, so what came first, Sola or the Cuban face?
Yeah,
Orange
yeah,
face,
that
I
was
guess.
that. It was the brown face from, I forgot the guy's name, Adam Rappaport. And then
Yes.
they were kind of asking, you know, like, I don't know if they were asking for an apology. I don't know if like Solo and
They
them
asked
were
him to
asking.
step down.
Oh, okay. Right. They asked him to do something like that. And I think that's when she decided to like just, you know,
Say it.
you weren't treating her right and other people. So
Yeah.
she was
Paying
like,
them the same.
right, like based on, you know, her experience, her talent, you know, and that feels pretty shitty. So she was like, nope, I'm not staying anymore.
And neither is a bunch of POC, or I guess BIPOC, people. Like,
I think what was irritating though at that moment was the people who didn't stand up for, you know, the people like
her.
Sola. Yeah, exactly. Or they took too long to respond. Like, there should be no, like, waiting to respond.
Yeah,
If you
no
know what I
questions
mean.
asked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It should be like, I'm here to support.
And I'm not talking about the people who are lower paid, or I guess people who are either lower paid, also minorities who are struggling to hold the job. Like, it's fine. But I think if we're talking about someone equivalent to Sola and higher and you're not saying anything, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I was basically talking about the other cast members.
Yes, yeah,
So
essentially.
like, they needed to literally jump on that.
I was
And
just
some
saying, in
people,
case there's a Bon Appetit little writer who's like trying to just get by and trying to, like, you know what I mean? Listening to this podcast.
Right.
Sorry, you were saying? I interrupted again.
Oh no, I was just saying like people like Brad and other people.
Yeah, they took too long. For
They
sure.
needed to say something and they took way too long.
Really
And
disappointing.
Honestly, and from that you kind of already realized the privilege you're in.
Yeah,
to
you
be
can
able to just not say anything.
We stand Molly though.
Yeah.
Molly said it right away. She was like, fuck this. Fuck this job, man.
Yeah.
Where are we? Oh my god. The sexual assault allegations, guys.
Ansel
Elgort. Remember him?
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, Justin Bieber, Cole Sprouse.
Those are fake.
Yeah, but it later says it's fake. After.
Yeah. Oh, true. Okay.
Wow. And then, just when we thought we were done with YouTube drama, Jenna Marbles leaves YouTube on June 25th. Probably another
it's been that long.
Yeah. That's rough, dude. It's because of her. I guess people brought it to her attention. It's like, hey, this is like blackface because you're trying to be Nicki Minaj. If you guys remember that.
It's a really old video, and she like already has apologized for it. Like, her content is so much different now.
Yeah, there's actual growth
on her dogs and stuff. Like,
yeah.
it's very
she showed growth, but I think what happens is that like she just is so ashamed that she left. It's not. I think everybody wants her back, but she honestly she doesn't like that her actions are taken to that account, and like I think she's embarrassed. You know, like I would be. I feel like if I was like caught in blackface, like over 10 years ago, I would still, and like it surfaced again now, or like at work or whatever. I feel like I would kind of take guilt in that, even though like I know I'm like a changed person. I guess it's like I feel like I would feel guilty.
Yeah.
And then like I'll just speed through these. Shane Dawson taking accountability on the 26th. Remember that? He had a
quote unquote taking accountability.
Shane Dawson canceled by the Smith family.
Oh,
the 27th.
Yeah.
Will Smith, Jaden Smith. Tati released video breaking my silence on the 30th.
I remember that too.
Oh my god, I forgot she died. Jeez, is this July?
Ooh.
This is July. Naya Rivera.
Oh.
Santana from Glee. Oh my god, that was so sad.
Yeah, they found her like, was it weeks later?
It's the way people died this year. Like, so sad. Like, I'm not tearing up. Oh my god, I'm tearing up. Okay, Kobe dies in a helicopter crash, and she dies drowning in a lake, saving her son. Like, I'm gonna cry.
It was conspiracies on that though.
Oh my god, Thomas!
I'm just saying, because like she didn't have a life jacket on, but there were life jackets on the boat, and there was like a whole bunch of things.
She might have thought she was a good enough swimmer that she doesn't need it.
I mean, not when you're boating out like that, but
I also think if you're panicking to save your son, I don't give a fuck about my life. Okay.
True. But I think her son even had the life jacket on. It's just she didn't have one on for some reason.
Oh.
But anyways, we can continue. Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies on that.
I would like to know, actually. Send me later. That's funny that I wrote this as news. July 25th or 23rd? 23rd. Taylor Swift announces Folklore album. 27th, Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas. Oh my god, he's a dad. He's a dad this year. Can I tell you the amount of people that are pregnant? There's going to be COVID babies. Like, I was born in the year of the COVID. Like, imagine saying that in the future. Stop.
I feel like there's just so much pop culture that everyone's like, okay.
Moving by, yeah. There's stop. Do you remember Beirut fireworks explosion?
No.
Dude, okay, so it was on TikTok is how I saw it that day. I woke up watching a TikTok like normal, and somebody was filming their perspective in Beirut. And I was like, what is this? Everyone's just like, it's fireworks. But a bunch of people are like, it's a terrorist attack in Beirut and da-da-da. Like, it was...
okay, I remember now.
Yeah, it was a big deal. Like, a bunch of people died, and it was so scary because so many people filmed their perspective because of where it was, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, these are so sad. Okay. Maybe, okay, hold on. August 26th is Hurricane Laura.
Before you continue, I just wanted to say, like, I think we're realizing a lot of this because of COVID. We're stuck inside, so we're more, like, watching the news or watching every single thing that happens, because guess what? We have nothing else to do.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not to say that 2019 didn't have as many, if not more, problems in this year, honestly. It's just people chose not to notice.
I will agree with that 100%.
But continue.
So Hurricane Laura is on the 26th. 28th, Chadwick Boseman dies at the age of 43. So Black Panther dies.
That was pretty sad.
That was so sad because imagine keeping that to the world and be like, he kept it from his actor friends. Like, Chris Evans deadass didn't know he had cancer, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he kept it from everyone. I feel like that's so selfless of him to do, but selfish at the same time, you know? Selfless because you're like, I don't want to burden them,
Right. Yeah.
but selfish because like we want to know, like you know what I mean?
hmm
It's not balanced. It's funny. So September 9th, Netflix canceled Cuties because
Oh, right.
the pedophilic movie.
hmm
September 12th, Chris Evans. All I wrote here, guys, is Chris Evans
Oh,
guard the pussy.
Oh, okay.
God.
If you guys know, you know. If if you know, you know. September 18th, Ruth Bader Ginsburg dies. October 1st, Trump reportedly positive for COVID.
Wow, you wrote that down? Oh, God.
Of course, I wrote it down. Are you kidding me? The guy that's like handling this pandemic so poorly that he gets it too? Iconic, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and I don't think I wrote anything else other than on November 8th, Alex Trebek passes away. Jeopardy.
Hmm.
And November 17th, Twitter got fleets.
Wow, you really wrote, like,
That's so
that stuff
funny.
up.
Yeah, I think I was paying attention. I feel like there was a lot that happened last month, but I was just like, fuck it.
hmm
It just kept, when like shit just piles up, it's just a lot. That was way too depressing. Hold on. What are the good things that happened this year, guys?
I'll say some good things. On October 2nd, we all know Blackpink finally released an album, and that
Yes,
Hell
it was
yeah.
so good. Oh, Pretty Savage, literally so good.
and don't forget the fucking movie that came with it.
Oh yeah, the Netflix special
The
on October
documentary.
11th, I want to say.
It was really
Yes.
good.
So good.
as well.
And then they just announced that they were going to do a live concert December 27th, I want to say. So
Thomas, are you gonna
I'm
watch?
yes, we should watch it together
Okay,
if
I'll get
everyone
a
wants
ticket
to
for
join
you.
membership.
Yeah, it's just
Luckily, it's only
$20.
a one-time thing. Yeah, it's kind of like every
I wonder how much it's gonna
concert.
be. That seems like it would be
$20.
expensive.
20, and then 30 if you want to go VIP.
No, I'm good with 20. Like VIP
I'm good
with
with
who?
20.
Are they gonna talk to me? Like, can I
No,
ask
it's
them
behind the
questions?
scenes.
Oh, thank you. I'm paying $20.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't get like a personalized video message, I'm not paying $30.
Yeah. True.
Um, yeah, and then what else happened?
Positions.
Oh yeah, Positions came out. It was different, but it still has some really good songs.
It's different. Me just listing all the albums after hours.
What else was there?
Joji's Nectar? Oh, awkward.
We're not talking about like a 5,000 album releases, okay? We're talking about other things. I'm just saying Blackpink.
Okay, fine.
Well, I want to say because everything's like closed, like you can't eat in. So I've been trying to try like smaller places via takeout.
I
And
thought
feel
she
like
was gonna say cooking for once.
Oh, ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. But yeah, I've been eating at different places. Or
Like
not at
supporting
them,
small
but
businesses.
yeah, I've been supporting small businesses for food, as well as that I'm also trying to support small businesses like on Etsy and like their personal like Shopify stores and stuff. For
Oh my
example,
god. I was just gonna say. Yeah, what were you gonna
for
say?
can I say it?
Oh, before you say that, I just want to say
Okay.
something before that happened October 5th, something a little cute came out. Oh god.
Oh,
No, that was
October
that was when I
5th.
released my book, which someone didn't mention, which I can't believe she didn't mention. She decided not to write that down. So I am gonna say it. My own book.
As news, bro. Did you break worldwide?
It is
book got released October 5th, which
It's very
was,
good.
Amazing. It was something crazy for me, but I did it. I was just like, you know what? Just put it out there, and it happened. And then what were you gonna say now?
No, wait. Isn't something also released technically if this is 2021?
That's what I was asking Soyeon because she was gonna mention it until you rudely interrupted.
Awkward.
So Soyeon, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say December 5th.
Oh my
So it
god.
would have already passed Thomas's clothing line came out. He also has
Yes.
stickers as
Yep.
well. And it's super cool. And we've already bought our stuff. And mine is coming to me in the mail right now. But at the time this releases, I'll probably most likely have already opened it and
Mhm.
will probably be wearing that shirt. So exciting.
Yeah, so that was exciting, you know? I was just like I just feel like 2020 was like the year for things to just start. If you kind of get what I'm trying to say, I don't know if
I
that makes
think what
sense.
happened was you realized life is too short because of all the deaths. And you know what? Life is too short for me to stop to not write a blog or to not post that YouTube video or to not continue this podcast like I was gonna continue. Like
Mm.
I was like, guys, you know what? Like fuck it. Like what are we doing? We're in
No,
fucking
honestly though,
lockdown. Where are
I
we
think
going?
yeah, I think 2020 was the year of just saying fuck it because like I think I
Because
started
they said fuck you to us first.
seriously, but like I started writing my book around like 4th year of university and that was it like 3 years ago now? I think that was 3 years ago. So then I was just like, "You know what? It just has to come out soon." Like, I just kept going in it, I just kept looking at it, I kept reading, I was just like, "This is ugly, this is" I feel like the more I looked at it, the more I kind of wanted to fix something or the more I kinda doubted what I was doing. So I was just like, "Okay, well, you know what? Just do it." And then that's when I released it.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, and then, yeah, with, my apparel line, I was just like, "You know what? Just, like, fuck it, like, just do" I don't wanna say it again. Just go on with it. Just, like, just release it, and I was just like, "Okay." And here it comes, December 5th. Yeah, so it was a lot of taking opportunities or taking what I felt I would enjoy doing and just actually working at them and be like, "Okay, it's literally gonna be out. It's coming on this day. It's"
This
like,
man
put it
gave it to us in 2019. I'ma just say that.
Yeah, the book, right?
Yeah.
I originally gave it I remember when I first gave it to Soyeon, I was driving her home, I don't know when, and then I don't remember what exactly I said to her, but I was just like, "Here." I don't remember if I told her about it
Um,
before and I was just like, "Hey, here it is," or if I just randomly said it in the car.
no, I think you like briefly mentioned it before. And then I might have
Oh.
brought it up in the car, and then that's why you kind of lent it to me and
Mhm.
then let me read it.
Yeah, that was like a very, very early rendition.
Yeah, like it was like handwritten, like you
Mhm.
had like a notebook.
Yeah, it's crazy. I just feel like so much has happened, honestly.
I know. But to finally see it like kind of like materialize into like an actual physical book is really
Yeah,
cool. And
it
to actually like
yeah, it was
hold in your
insane.
hands. Yeah.
Mhm.
I just want to say, like, Thomas's book, it's like matte, but it also like feels kind of nice
It
when you
has a
hold it.
soft
Yeah,
touch.
It has like a
Think
soft, yeah.
honestly,
a soft matte
I didn't
touch,
even get
like
to
a
choose that, but the only thing I got to choose was, like, matte or glossy, and that was the only thing.
No, I'm glad you
think
didn't
of
choose
a
glossy.
True, yeah.
MAC lipstick. Yeah, think of MAC lipstick or NARS lipstick. That matte black cover. It feels so nice.
It feels really nice, yeah.
If you haven't bought my book, go on
What the fuck are you
Amazon.
doing? Link in the
Literally.
description of
Go on
this YouTube
Amazon,
channel, not Spotify.
search
Sorry.
search Just Thought You Should Know. I'm literally donating 100% of the proceeds. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And even with my apparel line, I'm donating percentages of proceeds for that too, so, you know.
Yeah.
Even if I think for first and foremost, if you wanna support me and my art, you know, go do that. But know that it's going to a good cause, and I'm working hard.
He's
So
working
it's
very
crying.
hard.
He's crying and begging. Please look. No, the issue is that it just needs to have enough eyes on it, and I know everyone will like it.
Mhm.
They just gotta get their eyes on it.
True.
Yeah, well, what else came out that you enjoyed this year, my dudes? other than Animal Crossing, because I feel like we have an entire episode on that somehow. Anyways.
Guys, welcome back.
No, there was no cut. There was nothing sus. Yeah, on that note about the Mandalorian thing, I'm going to talk about something that
I did. Okay.
It totally relates.
I've been Twitch streaming a lot, and it's been so fun, and I do it a lot while my friends are, I guess, working and leaving me alone and not giving me the views that I need. I'm kidding. There's only one person that does that.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm sorry I care about my job and need to actually take calls and listen to people and not listen to you yelling every 5 seconds.
I know some people that would like to listen to that. I'm joking. We're good. We're good.
This is a PG podcast, okay?
Since when?
Holy.
Please start from the beginning where I was just swearing my ass off. No, and I think what I was saying before is that I'm an extrovert in the sense, like, I don't need to be surrounded by people. I just need to hear people's voices. That is the saddest thing. I know, guys, I'm lonely. 2020's been a lonely year, and the only way to make it more bearable for me is to Twitch stream with strangers that validate me or talk shit at me, because it still gives me energy. Deadass, like, we were just talking about it, but Thomas and I were talking mad shit, and then we got, when you give, you get it right back. So we got the shit back, and it was actually kind of fun. Like, that was a very enjoyable night. Sometimes I'd be like, oh my god, I heard you the entire time, and I'm like, okay, that's why I put Twitch TV on my fucking username, you bitch. Of course I wanted you to hear me shit talk you. Mm-hmm. It's fun. It's fun being unapologetically toxic. And I think that's why maybe I'm not affiliate, and maybe I'm not, like, gonna get rich off of this, but for the random people, dude, love that shit.
I mean, you do make a little something.
That was literally added for. I had one donation yesterday, but we won't talk about it.
Yeah, we will never talk about that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, money's nice and stuff, but it's so fun. Like, I'm telling you, my moderators have fun. Like, even Akil has fun in my chat. So, yeah, sorry. You can continue on about the Mandalorian.
Like, if no one else has anything to say, kind of like how we work, like with our work, like how we work has changed.
Oh my
so
god,
much now,
yes.
Right? Because for me, I used to go into the office every single day. Driving was such a pain. And, it's nice not having to drive every single day, waking up really early just to go in. Now I just roll out of bed, like brush my teeth, and I can just go on. I don't have to, like, look presentable, which is kind of funny, right? And I don't know if you guys saw the study, just going off on a tangent here. I think it was an article about employers were blaming their workers for stealing time or something. They were saying how, like, oh, they're not actually working. I was just like, honestly, I'm working way more. Like, when I'm cooking, I literally run back and forth between my computer because I'm just like, did I get an email? Have I answered an email? Oh my god, or blah blah blah. Even when I'm eating, I'm still working. Like, I don't not work. Even when I'm in the bathroom, I'm like thinking about work. But anyway, I think, yeah, the way we work has changed a lot, and it's kind of difficult, especially now. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm not, or at least we're not grateful that we can work from home. Like, that can be like a side comment, like we're disregarding that we're very, very extremely lucky that we are able to work from home. Like, I'm not thinking about that fact.
And that we have a job in the first place.
Right, exactly. I think that, yeah, with this whole change of working from home, and we can't really separate a work space and our home, you know? Like before going into an office or going into a workplace, you get that separation. But now, like living in your home is your work and your home is your rest. And it's kind of hard to distinguish between that now because you work, you sleep, you rest all in the same place.
I think what pisses me off, everyone's like, Alicia has mommy issues. Get over it. What like hurts the most with the comment of, you're just so lucky that you get to work from home. You're so lucky. I wish I could work from home so I can do nothing all day. I'm like,
Oh, I
But you're
know.
fine,
not.
mom.
I
I'm
think
fucking
You
lucky
know?
that I get to work from home. Like, I get that. But that other
yeah,
comment about me not doing any fucking work, how dare you? Do you understand that, like, when you're on call, they also think work and corporate and everybody higher up thinks, oh, they're probably not doing anything. So they pile the extra work on because you know what? That commute time, they can profit off of that commute time. You understand? Like,
mhm.
and that like genuinely pisses me off. Yeah, so I don't know if your like parents have been doing, or like you're, well, not so young, but
Oh, 100%. I think it's because they came from a time where you like working from home didn't even exist. Like, what was that? So they
yeah,
were kind of
they don't
thinking
understand the
now, like,
separation. They're like, home has
yes,
bed in privacy, you know, like
right.
I understand that, like, yeah, then I get to cater. Like, for me, the way my hours work differentiates on Thomas's hours. Thomas still has to work, um, get up at 9 in the morning. You know, and he's gonna, like, go by the hours and be like, fuck, it's 9 o'clock. Didn't even notice I was still working. Like, the separation in our parents' mind doesn't exist.
But yeah, I think when I first began, my parents were like, "Oh my god, you're so lucky working from home. You don't, I mean, they don't even know what I do, honestly. I'm using, which they don't understand."
Like, at face value, you just sit and you look at a screen all day. But then some parents, they talk to and they get to know what their job does, as some of my friends' parents are, and they're like, oh, there's more to it. Does that make sense?
Yes, but I think it's now that comes from a sense of privilege. Like
Yes,
their
100%.
their parents
That
have
doesn't
some
happen to
sort of
me.
privilege. Because for me, yeah, I mean, not going way too deep in depth with it, but it's like my parents didn't have the privilege of being like university educated or even like, really
Yeah, 100%.
fluent
My
in English and that kind of thing. That's why they're stuck working like lesser. I don't want to say lesser, like that just
a
sounds
different
rude
job. Yeah.
and ignorant now, but kind of, yeah, like a different level of, a different field of job or whatever. But yeah, they don't understand working from home and having not to use manual labor, but to use your brain to think about concepts, formulas, come up with that kind of thing, which, like I understand how they don't understand, but it just is what it is. And I think they're starting to kind of more understand because I keep telling them, yeah, like at work, you don't have to use your brain really. You're definitely using your physical strength, but for me, it's opposite now. Like I don't use physical strength, but I'm using a lot of mental energy, and that's where the draining part comes from my job, our jobs, Even like my workplace now, I think they kind of understand, or at least they say they understand how working from home, in this new kind of environment, working with this whole new way of working because of the pandemic is a lot of it's leaving a toll on our mental health, and they're kind of saying like, "Oh, really focus on yourself. If you realize you need to take a break, go take it and blah blah blah." Like I know they're saying this kind of stuff, but it doesn't help when a lot of work comes onto you and you still have the same deadline and you still have the same expectations and you still have the same like eyes and even more eyes on you now. So I understand how they're saying, "Oh, take care of your mental health," but then you can't just have the exact same and even more stricter
I think
kind of expectations,
the funniest meme about that is just like, oh my god, like you guys have so much time. Here's some work, and then it's like, oh my god, I'm so stressed. And then the next meme is like, oh, mental health workshop, piles on more work and continues to give you the same, but you get a mental health workshop.
Oh, yeah, all the managers and the whole exec team are like, I mean, I haven't personally gone out to the like the exec team and said, "Hey, this is what's happening." So I'm not blaming them, but like just looking on my manager or like I'm not saying anyone specific. Like let's get that like cut out for now. But I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying anything specifically. I'm just saying like the manager levels all like just relaying that message, but when things come up, they're not acting that way anymore. When a lot of work comes up and they're like, hey, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, they want you to do it. Like there's a deadline, you need to do it by then. And then it comes to a sense where like they're saying take care of your mental health, but now they're saying, hey, you have all this extra work, but we still need it done by this. It's just like there's no balance now. Like you're saying one thing, but you still expect the exact same thing, if not more, which I kind of find a little annoying because you can't just be one way and say another. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I think I am making sense, but I don't know where I'm going with it. I just find it irritating, essentially.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? 2020?
Yeah, 2020 has just been.
Yeah, but I think now it's a good time to kind of transition into the new year. We can kind of end off our podcast with kind of
wow, so you're so fucking
New
smart,
Year's
man.
resolutions.
I honestly wouldn't.
My dad is
right.
Okay.
I wasn't closing it off at all. I was just gonna keep going about.
My dad is
Stop.
okay, but my dad has always been on me, like every year, when January hits, to like make New Year's resolutions, and he would be always like, make it quantifiable. So, what are some of your New Year's resolutions?
I just feel for me, I never make New Year's resolutions because I just feel like there are things where it's just a way for you to say to other people. I don't know if I'm making sense. I just want to say, like, let's just say if I was making a New Year's resolution to be like, oh, I want to be fit, I want to be healthy, I want to get a job promotion. I feel like that's just me saying or making face to other people to be like, oh, he's so ambitious, he has so many goals. But in actuality, it was just for me to be like, hey, I'm so ambitious, but
Thomas,
but
you
I'm
are
not
so
actually.
much.
You know what I mean?
You're so much.
Does that make sense?
Okay, you don't need to shoot down my.
Oh no, that's not what he meant. I think that's just for me personally. Like I felt that way. Like I felt like when if I said I wanted to work out, then I would just be telling you guys, and you guys would be like, oh my god, he wants to work out. That's really good for him. But in actuality, I didn't work out, but I just said that to you guys, so you felt like I was doing something.
I completely understand where you're going.
I wasn't saying anything.
Where you're coming from, completely. I think I want to lose weight. I do though. I literally just need to be more active. Like I don't think. Okay, you know what? Maybe not lose weight, but actually just actively care about my health. That's a better one, guys. Wow, she's working the brain today.
Okay.
Maybe if we made it not specifically New Year's resolutions, but more like, what are some goals you have in mind, or what are some aspirations you have?
That's I guess
not like year specific,
you don't want to. You don't confine yourself to a timeline.
Time specific.
100%.
Right. But yeah, do you guys have any goals and ambitions?
No, zero.
Well, I want to start off. My New Year's resolution every year is to drink more water. the water bottle I have right now, I usually I refill it once in the morning and then once in the middle of the day, and then that's not enough water, so I'm trying to double that. So I'm gonna try and just drink 4 bottles worth of water. It's not the amount that I'm supposed to
8
drink. I think you're supposed to
cups.
drink a lot more. But
Yes.
yeah, 8 glasses. But I still wanna get in the habit of drinking more water just because it clears up your skin. And then another thing tied to that, I have to stop touching my face with my dirty hands.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how you get
hard.
pimples. So I'm gonna really it's just a general goal of mine. It doesn't even have to start in January. I can start right now. I
Mhm,
just need to stop touching my face. Like, even, like, I notice when I'm thinking I touch my face, like, I gotta stop doing that. So I'm gonna try and do that. But
mhm.
otherwise, just goal-wise, what I wanna do, I do wanna open an Etsy shop, um,
Mm.
and sell, like, stickers. So I'm gonna look into buying, like, a sticker making machine. Whatever Thomas
Right.
has, I'll just ask him.
True.
Um, and, I'm gonna start kind of, figuring that out because I've always wanted to do it. I've kept saying that, "Oh, I wanna do this. I wanna sell stickers. I wanna sell cards," but I've never actually done it. So,
Right.
like, I wanna actually get a head start on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, I went to I think I went to stop! Why you laugh? When people laugh, they make me laugh.
I just
Oh my god.
God. I think feelings no, for me personally, I feel like, feelings are so contagious. I just wanna bring up when I first, like, worked at my current workplace and my first manager, when he moved to a different company, like, for me, I mean, I felt sad because he was, like, my first manager. I really enjoyed working with him. He was, like, the best. I mean, he still is the best, but for me, when we had the small gathering for when he left, one of the other, directors kind of, I guess, saw that I was kinda sad because I was put on the spot because someone was like, "Oh, Thomas has something to say when he was leaving." And then I kind of felt like I was put on the spot, so I didn't know what to say. And then I think one of the other directors thought I was, like, in a mood, in a moment. And then she was like, "Oh, no," and I think she started crying, and that made me cry, and I honestly did cry. So, like, yeah, if you start
Oh.
laughing, I'm gonna start laughing, so stop. Like, for me, emotions, I, like, absorb people's emotions.
that was
Um,
so
Okay.
long-winded.
but
Hold
yeah, for
on.
me, I think
Okay, I thought you were
yeah,
making
I know,
a
I just went
goal
off a
for you
tangent
to
there,
be
but
less empathetic, and I was like, "What's wrong with
no, no,
empathy?"
I'm now no, stop. I think no, I'm gonna go to my goal now. For me, yeah, after the release of my, first round of apparel, I am still continually working on more designs, trying new things. So I'm definitely gonna release, more designs, try out new things. I think I literally repeated myself. I'm gonna work on, I think I'm gonna start working on my second book. That's gonna be a goal. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be done 2021. Maybe it will. I don't know. I don't really have plans, but I think I'm gonna just continue working on the projects I have, kind of releasing what I want to release out in the world, whether no one's listening, whether one person's listening, whether everyone's listening. I just want to put it out there for me. And I think that's what I'm definitely going to continue working on.
I respect that.
Mhm. Thank you.
Thank you for coming to my TED
Because it's
Talk.
hard,
Thomas crosses
honestly.
his
No, I
arms.
know.
Um, I
Yeah.
don't have goals or
Mm.
ambitions. I was just planning to die from COVID.
Oh God.
No, I'm good. We're good. Sorry.
Okay.
On a lighter note, yeah, what do I want, like, in life? I think I just want a job. Like, I'm hoping to be more. I have a job. I'm very grateful for my job. Um, and I've been getting more interviews, or at least I'm stepping out of the box to apply to new positions. And yes, they're all entry-level positions or whatever, or mid-tier, I guess, because it's like 3 or 4 plus years that I have on me now. And I think what I want is to actually genuinely like a job and make it feel kind of like home. Like I know that like as a millennial, like people, it's a thing to hop from job to job, but I think there's just something nice about actually enjoying where you work. I'm sorry.
Stability.
So it's
No,
just like,
yeah.
because sometimes you just know certain companies in general are very money greedy and they don't really care about their workers. And I know most, if not all, corporations are fucked up in that sense. But I just want to go somewhere where I feel like my work is appreciated, especially as I am a content creator for work, if that makes sense. Like they give me materials and I create content with those materials, and I use Photoshop, I use like my artistic whatever the fuck, and I push it out there. And I just feel like I just want I just want to be appreciated. I don't know if you guys seen that TikTok. But I just wanted, as a person that seeks validation, words of affirmation, I personally really do enjoy working for people just so they can tell me that like my work is valuable and it's needed in this world. Not to say that I wouldn't ever be like an entrepreneur, because I guess then your feedback is your customers at that point, or your whatever. But yeah, like I would like to actually work, but I also would like to have hobbies that are fun, and that obviously hopefully maybe I do get to profit off a little bit, but I wouldn't say that it would be my main source of income of like Twitch, you know. I want to post more on YouTube because the idea of recording your life seems so fun to me. And like if I have amples and oodles of time, because you know we work from home and we don't do anything else, I could just like have fun editing those videos and posting them and having and like learning more along the way of like editing styles and stuff like that. So I would really like a lot of that. Basically, where you see yourself in 5 years. I want an apartment with Gil. I want a puppy to take care of, and a job that I like, but on the side I like have fun writing blogs, have fun, you know, streaming and doing whatever, because I like to explore platforms. And a puppy. I said a puppy already. And like hopefully COVID is over. I think that's like one of my biggest like hopes is COVID is over and I get to travel. Like I just want to do road trips. Like I feel like I'm never gonna take travel for granted ever again.
Yeah, I totally feel
or
you,
just
for sure.
And just like to see and make an effort to see my friends more. It was just like I felt like because we had an excuse to do FaceTime now, like I was FaceTiming all of my old friends and stuff like that, and it was so weird. And I was like, damn, like I should just reach out to people I really care about. That was it, guys. I was just like,
yeah. Well, yeah, but that's kind of like the end of our podcast for today. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media at 3SOE Podcast. We're on YouTube and Spotify, so check us out there. Speaking of which, Thomas, how many minutes did we have in total for our
yes.
What was it called?
Yes.
Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah, we released 11 episodes. I mean, we're still releasing more, but on the Spotify Wrapped specifically, we have 11 episodes and over 506 minutes of us talking. So we have a lot.
Amazing. Yeah.
We love talking about ourselves. We'll never run out of content. Don't worry.
Honestly.
We'll just if we run out of like stuff, like topics to talk about, we'll just start talking about random stuff that happens in our lives.
Caffeine chats. There you go.
Yeah, they'll just be capping chats. So
Mhm.
look forward to that, I guess.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you so much for listening. And until next
Bye.
time, goodbye.
I almost
See
left,
ya.
guys.